4 years on a cruise ship. Welcome to GB News. I'm Patrick Christys, and today we are diving into a story that's making waves across the pond. It seems some Americans are so distraught over the results of their recent election that they're willing to set sail for 4 years just to avoid it. Yep, you heard that right. 4 years on a cruise ship. Talk about rocking the vote, eh? Now, let me paint you a picture. It's November the 5th, 2024, and Donald Trump has just been declared the winner of the US presidential election.
So I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
And cue the hysteria from the left. But fear not, dear liberal snowflakes. A cruise line called Villa Vie Residences has come to your rescue with their aptly named Skip Forward package. Now, this isn't just your average booze cruise, mind you. We're talking about a 4-year voyage that will take you to 140 countries across all 7 continents. It's like a gap year on steroids, only instead of finding yourself, you're finding ways to avoid reality. The company announced this package on November the 7th, so just 1 or 2 days after Trump's victory. Talk about striking while the iron's hot, or in this case, while the tears are still flowing. They didn't explicitly mention the election in their press release, but let's be honest, the timing is about as subtle as a Trump tweet, isn't it? Surely this is a joke. Well, I hate to break it to you, but it's as real as Trump's hair, and that's very real, and about as expensive too. Now, the 4-year package will set you back a cool $159,999 per person for a double room, or $255,999 for a single occupancy cabin. So just to be clear on that, it's actually more expensive if you want to go on your own, which I find, well, probably most people do. Anyway, because nothing says I'm protesting capitalism quite like spending $250,000 on a cruise. Hey, if 4 years seems like a bit long for you, perhaps you're worried about missing the next round of protests or hat knitting circles, but fear not, because they've got options for every level of political despair. There's the 2-year midterm selection package, cheekily named after the US midterms. Then, of course, there's the 1-year escape from reality option, which I thought was the slogan for CNN these days. But for those who really can't stand the thought of Trump in office, there's even the 3-year everywhere but home package. And apart from the eye-watering price tag, it is all-inclusive. So that's right, you might be able to make your money back, but pay once and never worry about it again. A bit like socialism, but on a boat. Now, the company's website promises that the moment you step on board, your journey begins. Leave behind the familiar and embrace the unknown as you navigate the world's most iconic and inspiring locations. Because nothing says embracing the unknown quite like hiding from your country's democratic process by floating on a boat hotel. But let's not be too hasty in our judgment. After all, Villa Vie Residences is offering these poor, traumatized liberals a chance to escape traffic jams, politics, and the monotony of city life. Because apparently, the only way to escape traffic jams in America is to literally leave the continent. Now, I can't help but wonder what these seafaring socialists will do for 4 years. Will they spend their time crafting strongly worded tweets about Trump's policies, only to realise they're in international waters and their mobile data doesn't work? Will they host nightly vigils, mourning the death of democracy, only to be interrupted by the all-you-can-eat buffet? The mind boggles, doesn't it? But let's just take a look on the bright side. At least they'll be getting some culture. The head of sales at Villa Vie Residences, Anne Alms, says that the cruise offers a unique, one-of-a-kind way to see the whole world at a slow pace, where you have enough time to actually experience the cultural vibe of every port. Oh, brilliant. Okay, experiencing the cultural vibes, like stepping off a luxury cruise ship to take selfies with locals before scurrying back on board for a midnight chocolate fountain. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time that Villa Vie Residences has targeted a specific demographic either. Earlier this year, they offered an Endless Horizons package aimed at retirees concerned about inflation. Well, supposedly, the best way to combat rising living costs is to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a cruise. Now, it's financial advice that would make even Martin Lewis scratch his head. But here's the kicker, folks. The CEO of Villa Vie Residences, Mikhail Patterson, told Fox Business that while the package is perfect for Americans seeking to escape, many of their customers are actually conservative leaning. Well, you love to see it, do you? So that's right. It seems like the appeal of avoiding reality for 4 years transcends political boundaries. Who knew that the secret to unity in America was really a big, long boat trip? You can picture it now, can't you? All these crying, blue-haired, gender-neutral liberals who voted for Kamala Harris, thinking, brilliant, we've just dropped quarter of a bar on a cruise ship. We are safe. And then in walks the MAGA hat brigade. Bosh. Anyway, Patterson added, we may have differing political views, but our community comes together through the passion of exploring the world in a very real way that goes beyond politics. Oh yes, nothing brings people together quite like shared seasickness and the desperate desire to be anywhere but home. Now, I can't help but think back to 2016 when a host of celebrities promised to leave America if Trump won. Spoiler alert, they didn't. But perhaps this time, with the convenient option of a 4-year cruise, they'll actually follow through. I, for one, can't wait to see Madonna and Cher fighting over the last sun lounger by the pool. In all seriousness, though, this story speaks volumes about the state of political discourse in America. When people are willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and 4 years of their lives to avoid the result of a democratic election, something has gone seriously wrong. It's a level of political polarization that would make even our own parliament like a model of unity and cooperation. But let's end on a positive note, shall we? Perhaps this cruise will achieve what years of political rhetoric couldn't. Maybe, just maybe, being stuck on a boat for 4 years with people from all walks of life will foster understanding and bridge the political divide. Or maybe they'll just all get scurvy. I mean, only time will tell. In the meantime, if you're an American liberal feeling a little bit seasick at the thought of another Trump presidency, why not consider a nice holiday in Blackpool instead? It's cheaper, you can still pretend you're somewhere else, and the food is probably better. This has been Patrick Christys for GB News, reminding you that no matter how rough the political seas get, there's always someone willing to sell you a very expensive lifeboat. See you soon. Don't forget your seasickness pills. Oh, and make sure you subscribe to the GB News YouTube channel.
At GB News, we are proud to stand for you, for the Britain that you love, and for the values that you believe in. We are your fearless champions, but we need your support. From just £5 a month, you can make sure that your views are always heard. GB News is the only news channel with the courage to say what the silent majority are really thinking. If it matters to you, it matters to us. Join thousands of members and become part of the GB News community today. Go to gbnews.com/support.